What is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Bally Boys channel. We've been gone for a little bit, for reasons that we will get into. Today, I wanted to briefly go over the embargo. I have not had it long enough to do a full review. So we're going to talk about the embargo for just a second. I really enjoy this ballad song. I actually have two of them. The other one out is on a temporary trade right now. However, I thoroughly really enjoy this embargo. I got this one from the Buffness, actually, Sir the Buffness. He is such a cool dude. Met him at Blade Show West 2024, and that was literally one of my favorite encounters ever. But yeah, sorry for the bad flips. I broke my wrist. That is part of the problem. But anyhow, stop getting distracted. The embargo. I really enjoy this ballad song. It is my favorite ballad song in my collection right now. Not just because it's a grail of mine for a really long time, but the jeweling that the Buffness did on this and the ano is just so pretty. I love this thing. If you have an opportunity to pick one up or try one, oh my goodness, I could not recommend it higher. But yeah, it's titanium handles. I don't know much about the blade steel, but I know it has titanium spacers that have the spacers that are equal as weights as well. It has weight pins in it as well. But yeah, it's a really great ballad song. I love this thing with all my heart. I do have a couple of gripes with it, just that, and they're very mild gripes with it. The first one being the lack of jimping anywhere on this thing. The tolerances, though, are so good. Not quite machine-wise, but I love this thing. It is my #1 favorite ballad song in my collection right now, as of currently. Oh my goodness. Like I said, bad flips, you'll have to excuse it. It's because the wrist. Good grief. I'll edit out some of those. But, yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite knives right now. It is just something to be. It's really fun. It's a really fun flipper. It's like I said, it's been a grail of mine for a long time. But the main purpose of this video is to kind of talk about why we haven't really posted that much. Unfortunately, well, very fortunately, me and my wife are expecting a baby, if you haven't kind of put that already together by the baby stuff right there. And our baby has a thing called HLHS, which is hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which means that her left side of her little heart did not develop all the way. And so, yeah, it was a hard thing to hear, honestly. It's very scary. They're talking about open heart surgery within the first 3 or 4 days of her life. And it's scary, you know. But we're praying for a miracle, and we believe that we have already got one and stuff like that. So if you guys would keep us in your thoughts and prayers, that would be super cool. And if you, well, as I've mentioned before, I broke my wrist as well. So that's kind of hindered the flipping ability. I just recently started flipping as of last week. I got to flip again. And so, yeah, it's fun, and it's been getting flips back is hard. As you guys can see, I'm struggling with giraffes and things like that. But, yeah, you guys have been a great support and stuff like that. And if you haven't checked out the Buffness, I will link him down in the description. He is such a cool guy. He's so cool. He's one of my favorite people in this hobby ever, and I cannot recommend his channel high enough. Like, this guy is one of the coolest dudes. So, yeah, with that being said, you guys have, oh my goodness, this is the worst. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for destroying this poor little knife. But I am so thankful for your guys' thoughts and prayers. You guys are awesome. You guys have a flippin' good night, and we will see you in the next one. You guys have a good night.